So are you a beta male? I'm gonna read through some of these this list, and you can see if you're a beta male. Would I be a beta male? I'd say I'm partly a beta male. But I don't really like going this whole idea of beta and alpha male because an alpha male is a leader, a beta is a follower, and sometimes in life you have to be a beta. You have to be a follower. It's more beneficial. Like I started a job at McDonald's there a year ago, and I started off as a beta. I had to follow. I had to take orders. I just had to do what they told me to, let them lead me. And let's see here. And then slowly, obviously, progress into more of a leader as you go along. Obviously, maybe now I'd act like a bit of a leader towards the newbies, if you know what I mean. So, all right. Anyway, so I prefer the word weak or strong. So first sign of a beta male or a weak man, reliance on other parents to make decisions for you. And yeah, this drives me insane. How people can let their parents decide for them. And my parents, they wanted me to be a beta male. They wanted me to do what they wanted me to do. They wanted me to go to university after I left school. They wanted me to get a high paying job. They wanted me to do what I was told. And so especially my dad, he wanted me to be a beta male and just do as I'm told. And I didn't do that, and I got punished. And I don't care. I don't care. My dad probably won't give me any money from his will. He probably won't give me any property. I don't care. I'd rather do my own thing. Look at the room I have. It's pretty small. I work at McDonald's. I can afford this room. I don't care. I'm happy with this. Like what else do you need? I don't want my parents telling me what to do. And yeah, of course, if I did what my parents told me to do, I went down that path. I probably would be making more money now, but I don't care. I'm happy with where I am now, and I've no regrets. No regrets where I am now. So, overly nice. Am I overly nice? Maybe. This guy said an example of being overly nice would be if a neighbor comes to knocks on the door and asks you to help fix a light bulb at 2 in the morning. All right, I wouldn't stoop down that low. I don't even know how to fix a light bulb to begin with, so I can't really say yes or no to that. But I'm sure I can figure it out. Let's say I did know how to change a light bulb. If they came up to me at 2 in the morning and said, "Can you change my light bulb?" I'd say no. Tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow. Tomorrow, when I'm ready, when I'm up. Tomorrow, I'll do it. All right, but I'm not gonna let you interrupt my sleep. Okay. So I try to help them out, but I want to get my sleep. I want to look after my health as well. Do you know what I mean? So physically weak. Yeah, when you're a distance runner for so long, you don't have big muscles. I actually think I'm getting bigger already. I've only been working out for 4 days, and I'm no longer a distance runner. So distance runners, you have a strong heart, but weak muscles. And yeah, I'm trying to go down the path of bodybuilding, and you can't join a gym now because coronavirus lockdown. But this is the type of thing. It takes time. It takes you can't get physically. I can't get become a top level bodybuilder overnight. Physically weak, mentally weak. No, I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm mentally weak, but physically I am a bit weak. But my mental strength is going to slowly get me stronger. But it's going to take time. Okay, so avoid confrontation and conflict. I don't know about you, but yeah, I could be guilty about that. I try to avoid confrontation and conflict. Because I feel like it's not really worth it a lot of the time. Like 90% of the time, you're better off just back down. If they're doing something really bad, if they're trying to rob stuff from you, then yeah, go for it. Fight them. Do you know what I mean? Stuff like that. But I'm probably I am a bit passive aggressive. And that's the next point. Introverted. Yeah, I am introverted. I don't know if you're introverted or not, but I certainly am. I don't have Well, I didn't have any friends, but I'm trying to become more extroverted. But that was actually a goal of mine. I want to become more extroverted, be more like community based type guy, have friends. But the thing is, coronavirus lockdown came around, so everybody has to self isolate now. So I was like, okay, I have to wait a few weeks now. That's our couple of months. That's really annoying. But introverts, I'd say if you're an alpha, you could be an introvert though. An alpha male, yeah, if you think about it, if you're like financially wealthy in that regard, then you're more likely to be an introvert because people aren't as friendly in wealthy areas. They stick to themselves more. Like if you go to wealthy areas, like where I grew up in Mount Marion Avenue, you wouldn't know your neighbors. If you go to Tallaght or Ballyback where people are betas working low paid jobs, there's a better sense of community. They're less introverted, if you know what I mean. So I think that can go both ways. I think a lot of the time alphas can be introverted, if you know what I mean. So passive aggressive, yeah, I can be passive aggressive, if you know what I mean. So like that stranger man in my area, when he walked past me on the streets, he would look away, try to avoid making eye contact and looking into space because I was a distance runner. He hated me for being a distance runner. Well, I didn't know this because he was so passive aggressive. It took me a while to figure that out. until that day he ran out of his house and started staring at me as if he's seen a ghost. That then I realized, but that's a long story. I'm not going to go into that. You know, pessimistic outlook on life. Yeah, I'm guilty of that sometimes, but that's really just a mindset. It's all about getting mentally stronger. You know, I've been pessimistic in my life before, in my early 20s, because I always felt like I wasn't achieving enough. I always felt like I was destined for greater things. I think the reason I had a negative outlook on life is because I expected too much out of myself. I expected myself to be like a famous distance runner, stuff like that, and I realized it wasn't going to happen. You know, like I feel like if I kept running, I think I might have become like a national champion or something. But you know, I'm not even running anymore. I'm fed up with it. So you know, like it's not going to happen now at this stage. You know, hopefully I become a good lifter. You know, not a risk taker. I say I am a risk taker. You know, I don't take risks for the sake of taking risks. I try to, but you know, like I wouldn't go down. Like yeah, I'm the type of guy. I'd like to go new places. I'd like to leave Dublin and move to like a smaller town somewhere just to see what it's like, just to make that risk. Do you know what I mean? I'm not the type of guy. The guy on the video said that if you're not a risk taker, you're the type of guy who would go to the same restaurant every day for 2 years. I wouldn't be like that. You know, my dad, he was like that. He'd bring me to the same restaurant every day on the weekends. Slorgan Orchard. I'd say, oh, could we go somewhere else? Could we go somewhere else? No, we're going to the same one. Because he's a beta male. Poor sense of fashion. Yeah, I'm guilty of that. Poor sense of fashion. I really don't care what I wear. Just put something on, whatever feels comfortable. So, yeah, I'm a beta male. And I think that's a bit of a stupid one, though. I would have thought that if you're big into fashion, that would make you a beta male. Sorry, yeah. Poor dating skills. Probably guilty of that because I've never actually dated anyone. So yeah, there you go. I don't know. Are you guilty of any of those 10 signs? Because I know I'm certainly guilty of some of them to some extent.